Welcome. In front of me I have the brand new Samsung Galaxy S24 FE edition, and I'll go over unboxing along with a quick look at the device itself along with its specifications. So without wasting any time, let's get into it. I do have a knife right here because we do have pull tabs, but Samsung actually hasn't figured out how to do them for the most part without actually ripping them apart, but it looks like they finally have. Nice, so I don't need a knife. There we go. So, popping it open, you can probably guess by the size of the box, there is no charger inside. Probably doesn't come as a surprise after so many years. We do have a cable though, so that's a Type-C to Type-C. And paperwork in there, so I'm not even going to take it out. Now, we also have the phone. Yank that off. And let's boot it up. Damn, that's actually a bigger slab than I expected. Come on. Chop, chop, turn on. Thank you. So, the phone has some heft. It is designed in this kind of more premium feel look kind of way. And I guess it just carries weight behind it. So we have aluminum frame right here. All around we have glass back. Then we have a Type-C charging port at the bottom. Oops, nope. Nope, stop. Thank you. So, going back, Type-C charging port, speakers, microphones. Then on the right side we have our volume rockers, our power button, some antennas right here. Then more antennas here, more speakers or microphones right here. Our SIM tray. This is just a SIM tray, no SD card obviously. And let's pop it out, see if this is a dual or single. It's a dual one, so one from either side. Then we have more antennas, and that's it. Now, if we take a look at the screen itself, we have a relatively bigger bezels for a phone that, well, of this price, I would say. So let's start off with the screen size and resolution. So the screen here is a 6.7-inch display. It's rocking a resolution of 1080 by 2340 pixels. It's a dynamic AMOLED display, 120 Hz refresh rate, HDR10 Plus certified, and a peak brightness of 1900 nits, so it can get pretty bright. It also boasts an 88% screen-to-body ratio with 385 pixels per inch, covered with a Colner Galora Glass Victus Plus. So, in terms of the display, it's pretty decent. The only thing that I just kind of find a bit less decent is it's a big display, but it only has like an 88% screen-to-body ratio. When the newer versions of Samsung S24, I think have way better ones. Let me quickly actually check this just so I'm certain. So let's look at all of them. So Ultra has a apparently 88.5. That's surprising. But S24, the standard one, like not even the Plus, has almost a 91% screen-to-body ratio. So the bezels right there on the S24 alone, like the normal one, are going to be way better looking than they are here. So yeah. And on the Plus, we are looking at a screen-to-body ratio of 91.6%. So even better one on the Plus version. So there we go, just kind of wanted to give that as a perspective. Now, if we continue on into the cameras, we have what looks to be a triple camera setup at the back, and the FE edition has a 50 megapixel f1.8 aperture, 24mm wide lens. Then we got an 8 megapixel f2.4, 75mm telephoto, and 12 megapixel f2.2, 123 degree ultra wide lens. Now with those cameras you can record videos at 8K up to 30 frames, 4K up to 60 with, I presume, slow motion of 120. 1080p goes all the way to 240, and 720p goes all the way to 960 frames per second. Obviously, the triple digit number are primarily slow motions. Now, at the front, as a selfie, right here in this hole punch camera, and you can see it now a little bit better, we have a 10 megapixel f2.4 26mm wide lens, and this one doesn't support the 8K, but it does 4K at 60 and 1080p at 60 with gyroscopic electronic image stabilization. Now, with that out of the way, cameras meaning, we can now talk about the internals of this device. So not much to show here. It's not like I'm gonna be jerry-rigging this phone apart. So we have a 4,700 mAh battery that supports a measly 25 watts of charging speed, which Samsung still is just insulting us with these pathetic, garbage-ass charging speeds. Like, these are inexcusable for the prices this device comes at. It's a FE edition, cheaper one, but the charging speed here is FE. So yeah, it also actually supports a 15 watts wireless charging, which is surprising, and that's not that bad. Now if we move over, we also have 8 gigabytes of RAM right here, and the device comes with either 128, 256 or 512 gigabytes of storage, and is being powered by an Exynos 2400E. Now I'm not sure what the E stands for. The only benchmarks that I found for this was with just the Exynos 2400, looking at the nanoreview.net. Compared to the Snapdragon, it is slower, but it's not that big of a difference. So in their scoring for CPU performance, single and multi-core processor tests, the Exynos 2400, not the E. I'm not sure if the E is faster or slower, to be completely honest, but the 2400 scored a 86, while the Snapdragon scored 91. Gaming performance 85 to 96. Battery life 86 to 91. Again, every time the higher number is Snapdragon. And now review score is 86 to 93. So yeah, there we go. So if they're basically the same, which like I said, I have no clue, as they didn't really have the E version to just kind of like compare it to. All of them are just the 2400, not the 2400E. I have no clue how it stacks up in reality, but usually they would be the overclocked version or something like that, so it could be just a little bit faster, but something tells me it's still going to be below Snapdragon. So there we go. That's the processor in here. And anything else left to speak of? One more thing, actually, would be the fingerprint. We have under display fingerprint sensor. We have everything that you'd expect, like accelerometer, gyroscope, compass, proximity, DeX, NFC, and all that stuff. So obviously everything is here that you'd expect from a modern phone that is not like the cheapest thing that you can get. Yeah, it's a solid device. Though solid device doesn't mean it's the greatest choice, as this device does still cost decent amount, even though it's supposedly the cheaper version. It is cheaper, and actually let me just quickly take a look at the actual price of just the normal Samsung S24, which will be faster. Oh wow, okay, so this device is completely not worth it. Whoa, holy crap. No freaking way. Wow. Okay, so the sounds that you just heard were of shock. I'm looking at Allegro.pl, which is basically the Polish equivalent to Amazon. It's where stores are selling phones, obviously, along with everything else. It's, like I said, Amazon. And I can right now pick up a brand new Samsung Galaxy S24, 8GB with 128 gigs of storage. Obviously a better version for 2,865 PLN, which equates to kind of do the conversion. Google, why do you have to be annoying? So that would equate to $726 US. That is including tax. Now, as a comparison, even the normally priced Samsung, because this one is a bit cheaper compared to some other ones, so even the normally priced Samsung cost 3,000 and nearly 500 PLN, so 3,500 is more than the normal one, as it cost $887, including tax, obviously, again. But if I compare it to the Samsung FE version, FE, the FE costs 3,200. It's only 300 PLN less, and that is a measly 300 PLN is $76. So you pay $76 to have a overall better device in almost every aspect. This device is too expensive for what it offers, so I would highly recommend going with the normal S24 rather than this one, as if chances are you can probably find the S24 original one for cheaper than this one will be running right now, and obviously it will be better, so it completely defeats the freaking purpose of purchasing this one. So that's kind of my view on this, and these are official prices, so these are from like normal retail stores, just not Samsung ones, but basically things like Best Buy and stuff like that. So prices here just are so like close together that the cheaper version of this device makes no sense to purchase. You might as well just get the better version for nearly the same price. So that's my look and kind of opinion for this device. It doesn't really offer enough to justify the price when you can buy almost at the same price a better phone from Samsung themselves. So with that being said, hopefully you found this very helpful, and if you did, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.